Hi, my name is Joy Grant and I am the library manager, and I oversee 3 libraries within the MD of Opportunity number 17, and I mainly work out of the Wabasca Public Library. What I'd like to talk about is what we did for the month of February. It coincides with Literacy Day, which was the end of January. What we did was the library board purchased enough books to give one book to every child within our MD. That includes all the smaller communities. We're a very large MD. So we started off with St. Teresa, which is a small school, or elementary school, which is just a short distance away from the library. They all walked down to the library, and all the classes got a bag full of books to take back to class, and every kid in that class received a free book to take home. They didn't have to pay for it, they didn't have to return it, they just had to take it home and enjoy it. We find a lot of kids in our community don't get things like books to keep, and a lot of the kids don't come to the library. After St. Teresa, we had the Oski Pasakaniugamik School, otherwise known as a band school around here. And every class from there, from ECS up to grade 7, which is what they have there, all of those kids came. They all got free books to take home. And then I had the play school, which is just up the hill. They were able to walk down, and that was 2 little classes of 15 kids. They're always fun to have here. And then I had I had one school from Chip Lakes, the Chip Lake School. They showed up, and their whole school was about 15 kids. So they all got their free books. And I had Pelican Mountain School, which is in Sandy Lake. They showed up, which is 22 kids. Theirs is a big, humongous school too. And so they each took a day trip. And then I also had the Mastastny High School, the junior high students come, grades 7, 8, and 9. I only had a few of them. I'm hoping next year I'll get a lot more. And then because we have busing issues, I invited all the daycares, but the daycares weren't able to come. So what I did was I bagged up a bunch of books for age appropriate, and I took books to each of the different daycare classes. So there was 7 different daycare classes, and a lot of those kids, the older ones, had already come with the schools, because they go to the play schools. So I didn't have to overlap with giving the kids more. What else did we do? When the kids came, I actually, depending on the grade, I asked them if they'd been in the library. Lots of them said yes, because we did this last year as well. And then I gave them a little lesson on how to find books in the library. Most of them, of course, are all about just going up to the shelf and looking on the shelf and finding a book on the shelf. I taught them how to find a book if I asked for a specific book. And of course, my example every time was Robert Munsch. Everybody knows Robert Munsch. So now they all know how to find Robert Munsch on the shelf. There was always at least one kid in the class that wanted to read Robert Munsch afterwards. I did read a book to some of them. Some of the classes refused to have the story read. But I thought it was quite a good book. The book was called Do Not Open This Book. Of course, a lot of them didn't want me to open it. It was quite exciting, and the kids got involved. I'll post a video on it because we did record it. It was really cute. So what I wanted to show you was our books. These are some of our leftover books. This is some of the smaller kid books that I got, the easy readers, and then these books are all for the older kids. The older kids, like the junior high, they all got to pick their own books because there's no way I could pick them a book. Oh my goodness, they would hate me. And then I still have another stack of just as many books for the grade 4, 5, 6 books, grade 4, 5, and 6 age groups that I have left over because when we bought the books, we purchased a whole lot of them. We ordered everything through Scholastic. One of our library board members is a teacher, and she was able to order all the books. So once she was done ordering, we were able to get an extra, oh my goodness, I think it turned out to be an extra $1,500 worth of books on top of the books that we paid for. So we have lots of extra books, but they won't go to waste. At Christmas time, I give out books. Santa comes and he gives every kid a book. So we'll wrap up a few of them for that. We usually end up with like 50 kids for that. And I'm sure this year I'll be able to give out books for Halloween this year. Kids are just gonna hate me. No candy this year. Everybody's getting books. And then whatever's left over will be used again for next February, and I plan on doing this all over again. I found it exhausting, but it was quite fun because we had oh my goodness, over 1,000 kids come through in 1 month. I'm not quite sure on the total number, but it was a lot, and every kid got a book, and I'm hoping they're all enjoying them.